You guys want to see something that just screams freedom? This is so awesome. Now you're looking at a set of silver bullet valve caps. Now these are actually 40 caliber pistol casings. Matter of fact, I have a limited supply, very limited, of these on the website. So make sure you check these out. I'm gonna put them on my truck. I encourage you guys to do the same exact thing. And on top of that, if you purchase these, it'll give you 19 entries to win the GMC Duramax, which we're giving away on the channel, and we only have 2 weeks left. Once this contest ends, we're gonna be contributing a portion of those proceeds to the Wounded Warrior Project as well. So if you guys wanna support that cause and support the channel, make sure you pick up a set of these or anything else on the website. Look at that. Wow. It really matches the bullet theme that I have going on. All right, so enough of that. They look awesome. Let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so I have a question for everybody that's watching this video. Are traction bars worth it? They look awesome, but do they really serve a purpose? In today's video, we're gonna explain to you guys exactly how to install these, but not only that, we're gonna put it to the test on the road. We'll do a before and after and show you guys exactly why these are so beneficial. Stay tuned. What's up guys, this is Truckmaster and I do appreciate you guys watching the channel. If this is your first time stopping in, please hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor and hit the like button for me. It's gonna go ahead and put these videos on the suggesteds for a lot of the folks that aren't subscribed to the channel, and it's really gonna go ahead and get this information out there. It's really gonna help me out tremendously. If you guys wanna help me out, hit the like button for me. Thank you so much for that. So as you can see right behind me, I have two Duramax diesel trucks. Now they're both Silverados. They're both the same sort of style. Now this installation is going to correlate from everything from an 01 to a 2016. In this video today guys, I'm going to show you really quickly exactly how to install these traction bars. They're extremely easy. Now these are direct bolt-on. Yes, I will be drilling some holes in the chassis today. But it's a whole lot easier than welding it on, and in my opinion, bolting on is probably your best option in general, especially for a lot of you DIY guys like myself. I just have a garage and some tools. That's pretty much it. These traction bars are from HSP Diesel. They actually make and fabricate these right in their factory in Michigan, in Memphis, Michigan. And if you guys are interested in picking them up, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, use my coupon code TRUCKMASTER. It's going to save you 5% on anything that's made there, anything HSP Diesel. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the before test. I want you guys to watch the leaf spring because we're going to talk about axle wrap. Biggest reason why I'm installing these traction bars is because of the biggest common issue, which would be axle wrap. You can see in the video the leaf spring sort of kicking up like that, and what it's doing is it's sort of rolling that rear end forward, and it's giving you just a weird angle on that pinion. That's what's going on underneath that truck, guys. When you get on it, it really is not a good thing for your vehicles. Think about it, on most trucks, the rear end, the only thing that's really holding that is your leaf springs, of course, attached to your frame, and then of course you have your shocks as well as your drive shaft. That's basically it. So with that being said, your rear end is not really connected to the frame. The other thing that I'd like to prevent is wheel hop. If you're anything like me, I like to enjoy my vehicles sometimes. If I get on it a little bit, I don't want to have to worry about that axle wrap. And not only that, I want to put the power to the ground. I want to keep myself solid, and I'm going to get every last bit of that horsepower to the rear wheels. So I'm going to show you guys a short clip. Excuse the shakiness in the audio. It's a little crazy under there, but you guys will get the general idea. Once we've done that, we'll install the bars, and then after that, we'll take it back on the road and show you guys the difference. And you guys make your own decision, and I think you're going to be pretty happy with the results, so make sure you watch till the end. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. Okay, so let me give you guys a really quick rundown of what we have here and what we're actually installing. So these are traction bars, of course, like we explained in the beginning of the video. These are 70-inch bars. What you're looking at is the hind joint, and those are actually going to be attached over here on the very end, and then these are going to be bolted to the frame. We're going to be drilling holes today, so I'll be showing you exactly where I'll be drilling those holes. And then of course these will be replacing your factory brackets, which will look just like this. And that's exactly where you're going to install your traction bars to your axle. You will be using the factory U-bolts. In my case, I actually have brand new ones that were installed on the rear end from Kodiak truck. So luckily we don't have to buy new U-bolts. Those were just replaced. So in your case, I would highly recommend going ahead and outsourcing brand new U-bolts, because once you pull those off, you know, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and switch those out while you're there. And not only that, it's a safety thing. There's all the bolts that you're going to need for the job, and it all comes included with the kit. Guys, 4 bolts right here, 24 millimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the U-bolts back on the axle, or back on the leaf spring. All right, so after we've installed that, we're gonna go ahead and torque the actual U-bolt nuts to 150 foot-pounds. That's what I usually do. Do it in a crisscross pattern, and then I drop the truck for probably about 100 miles, and then I'll redo it again just to make sure everything is tight. Now that we have the brackets installed to the tubes of the axle, the rear end, I went ahead and laid them out on the ground. Of course, put it on cardboard or something soft because you don't want to scratch this nice powder coating job. Right there is where your joint's going to be. And then, of course, on the other side, that's where we're going to go ahead and bolt it up to. It's going to be one single bolt. It's going to be the longest ones that they send you in the package, as well as 2 washers and that nylock or nut. So let's go ahead and get this installed. Go ahead and line it up. Tell you what, those are in there. Go ahead and put our nut on there. I'm gonna leave all this loose until the end, and I'll drive everything in. The easiest way to explain this right here is go ahead and put it all the way in. Right there. And then what I normally do is I like to back it off 7 turns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And then take this nut right here. It's kind of like a tie rod. Go ahead and lock it in place like that. And then take your bracket that goes to the frame, go ahead and line that up. I'm gonna mock this up. We already know it goes right there. Take like a piece of chalk or something just to mark where I wanna, you know, drill the holes. So we have it there. Chalk looks pretty good actually. All right, go ahead and drill these holes. But make sure that the grease zerk is facing down instead of the opposite side, because you'll never be able to grease that. That was my mistake. So let's go ahead and tighten this up right here, and we should be good to go on this side. And then we'll go ahead and tighten up the other side to the axle tube as well. All right, looking good. Awesome. All right, guys, but we're done. Everything fit perfectly. I didn't have a single issue other than my lift pump bracket. That right there was the biggest kicker. It took me a while. I had to loosen everything up, reroute a few fuel lines, and set that back a little bit so we can get that bracket right there. But, you know, overall, it went really well. So let's go ahead and pull this thing outside and see what it looks like from far away. I'm excited. Not only does it look good, but we're gonna go ahead and test this out right now. Let's go ahead and take it on the road. So so now that we're done with our road test, I'll tell you right now, maybe it's just me, it may be in my head, but I really think that it actually rides smoother with those traction bars. That's just me, that's just my opinion. You know, I was driving it around for quite a bit today and I just noticed the difference. Now this would be my first experience with a truck that's not lifted with traction bars, and I'll tell you what, the ride felt pretty exceptional. On top of that, there was a noticeable difference with the axle itself, the rear end. As you can tell, that leaf spring is staying steady versus before that rear end was all over the place. You guys saw that in the video, but of course after, it stayed nice and steady. So is it worth the investment? Absolutely. Definitely recommend traction bars for any truck, anything. If you guys own a truck, I highly recommend that. And if you're anything like me, yeah, definitely get it. It's a good thing for your lifestyle as well as pulling trailers. But on top of that, putting the power to the ground is always very, very important. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to watch more videos like this. I do appreciate your support as always. And again, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in winning that truck. Every $1 spent on the website is one automatic entry. And on top of that, we're giving back to the Wounded Warrior Project with this GMC Duramax giveaway. We only have 2 weeks left. I do appreciate everyone who's already participated, and good luck to everybody. Hey, that's it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned.